Hello everyone, welcome to another garden tour for month of May, and we are at the end of May month and the garden is looking much beautiful, greener, and the blooms are coming up like it's beautiful, can't even say in words. And the roses especially, they are just making the garden look like it is a garden. And my mini orchard, so I'm starting with mini orchard garden, and as you know, I've got different rooms in the garden, and this one is amber heart cherry tree, and it is looking amazingly healthy compared to the other one. And this one cider apple, and the fruits are still in there, which is good. And the plum trees, I mean, it has got too many fruits in it. I don't know how it's gonna manage, but I have seen birds, looking after it because they are, eating all the insects that are settling on the leaves. So that is a really good idea. So introduce birds to your garden. They really, help to keep your garden pest free. And this one also has got some fruits, and I was thinning them last at the beginning of May. So I'm following the method. If you want the fruit, you gotta do some work, okay? And over here, the Bramley apple, I did thin them as well, so hopefully they will stay, in the branches and do well. And as you can see over there, the Oxalis, I think it is Oxalis or something. Yeah, it's looking quite prominent from here with this oriental poppy, and this year it's done really well, really well. So let's check the view. It looks beautiful. And moving on to my pot collections, and I have planted evergreen here. I've done some updates because I was tired of having empty pots looking at me during the colder months, and I just thought I need some green in here. So every time I walk out into the garden, I feel welcomed and I feel there is some green, and which is good for everything really. Well, if we walk into the garden rooms, the path is always important thing, and I've got like different ferns and hydrangea. This one is a new one for me this year, and I'm looking forward to its bloom because when I bought this hydrangea, I just felt really, when I look at the tag, and I just thought this is something I want in my garden and I want to see. And yes, I seem to be increasing in hydrangeas number each year, and this one is walnut tree, and it seems to be quite leggy, and I want to do something with it, like make an arc from it or something, use it to my advantage in the garden, and let's see how it goes on. And this is like my little cozy area where I sit down and have my cup of tea, and it's nice because I can feel the coziness of plants, like sort of draping around you and the leaves above you, and it's just a little cozy area. It's just a little wonderful space, and it makes me happy, and I really love it. And I think for me it's a beautiful place. And moving on to the wildlife pond, the tadpoles are doing very good, and they are thriving in there, and they're getting bigger, and I can't wait to see how they're gonna look like when they grow into a little mini frogs. And this one here is a parrot feather, and it looks like a parrot feather, and I bought it in a small pot, but now it seems to be spreading, so it's a nice thing because this plant is a very good oxygenator and good for the wildlife, and this is a wildlife pond, and I think it's good for the garden as well. I've got here water mint, marsh marigold, and some greens, some perennials, flowering perennials. So let's see how it's gonna do during the June and July month. and more hydrangeas as well. And yes, it's gonna look nice, I think. And yes, the tree has done blooming, and still there is some more blooms, but it's doing well. And the hydrangea in this section of the garden, the fountain garden, is actually doing well. And yes, the lizard plant is coming up, and they are a good ground cover. And I've got some nasturtium and clematis growing in that tree, climbing on the trees, on that tree, sorry, it's a bush. And yes, okay, and let's check on the blooms. There you go. And they're always a beautiful, beautiful bloom. And I've got some more evergreens in between and some perennials, so it's gonna look beautiful. So let's check on the view from here. This is how it looks, and I can see there are lots of pots now because I've added some pots to put my dahlias. And moving on to the fish pond area, and the azaleas have done blooming, so they're only leaf now, but they really give a different look to the garden now. So I have surrounded the area with my hostas, which I dug up from the ground because they were not doing well, because the slugs just don't leave them alone. So, but this one was already in pot, so it did really well, and it's still looking beautiful. And so I want to have them now onwards from in the pot so that I don't have to deal with slugs too much. And the view from here is looking nice, and the elderberry is doing, beautiful, and so is, so they just marry together, the walnut and the elderberry. And this part of the garden, I like it so much because of the foliage in here. And I've got purple, green, lime green, and dark green. And these hydrangeas blooms are absolutely beautiful, and it is the nicest pink, and the pink color I like. And I repotted my brugmansia in a larger pot yesterday. Yes, I bought myself a nice pot yesterday. I just thought it is such a lovely tree. And this is another one, brugmansia, and it's getting stronger. And these ones are the coleus that I grew from seed myself, and also the salvias. And I've just kept them next to the place where I spend time so that I can see them every time and check on them. And it makes me feel good to see it as well. And the gloriana rose is beautiful, and it has got that such a deep pink, purple, magenta. I love the pink. And the another one I have here for this year I've added is the Eden rose, and you can see it's so beautiful. It is the looks of the rose is, it's so nice, and I can't wait for it to go, up into this canopy and then make it look nice. So it will take around 3 years maybe, but let's see. So that's where it's gonna go. So the view from here is beautiful, and this is my little mouse air hostas, and you can see I rescued them from the from the slugs, I would say, because they seem to be of much favorite food of slugs. And I have got here white shade of pale, a rose, and they do very well in here. And the green is looking nice, and the hostas are still doing well. There are a little bit of slug damage, but still they are doing beautiful. And I moved some plant or the water bot from that area yesterday so that they have more room, and the water bot also needs to be in the sunshine, so that was like a win-win situation. And yes, the what was this one? I forgot the name. Yes, I think it's peonies I've done blooming. So this is how it looks now, the fish pond area with the green all over. And let's move on to the perennial, perennial area. So as you can see, I've still got some salvias dotted around in a small pot that I grew myself, and I hope they survive and I hope they don't get attacked by the slugs as they usually get attacked by it, but hopefully they won't. And the nasturtiums are all over, and the papaver, oriental poppy, which I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video, it's kind of like the size of my my palm, so how big it is. And but the thing about this is it has got a nice bud, and also when it blooms it just opens up and it's like a delicate pepper. And those are my thymes that are blooming, and the gladiolus are still doing well, so I can't wait to see the bloom. The blooms are extraordinary because when I bought it, I saw the picture and then I bought it. And there are my coleus that I sowed from seed, yes, and they're still doing well. And moving on, the lilies are about to bloom, so hopefully they will do well without getting any sort of disease or pest. And yes, over here I have got this plant because Oxalis, and I think they are really a good plant to have in the garden, because I didn't know that it would come out so better than next year. Because when I bought it, I just bought it for the sake of buying a plant. That's what I did. But this is this is not a mistake at all. It's a beautiful plant. And my marigolds are doing well as well. And looking into the grassland area, the grass are coming up and they are doing wonderful. And this is how it should look like. And the roses over here is Papa Milan Jubilee Rose, and it has so many bloom, and it keeps blooming. It's a repeat bloomer, so which is very good about roses. And yes, and here we go. Well, it looks beautiful here from this area, from this side, and the dianthus they have come back this year as well, so they look so pretty tucked underneath those rosemaries and bushes and everything. So I put up my hanging basket, which are not yet in anything nice, but they are getting there. And you can see it's so pretty from here. And looking onto the perennial border, yep. And I just moved this water pot from the other side because it wasn't getting enough sunlight. And for a lily to bloom, it needs it's a high level of sunlight. So I just moved it in this area so that I can enjoy the bloom, and so will the wildlife and everything. And this rose, I think, is called Penny Lane rose, and she's a beautiful rose. I mean, it has got that orange and white and pink. It's so classic. It's beautiful. And this rose is called Sympathy, and I remember this rose was the first one that I bought as a climber rose, and it was doing well, but I had to replant it, and it come to a different place, but it's still doing well, which means it is a really, really hardy and tough rose. And these are my hand sown. I sowed it from seed, and this ones are my marigolds. Yeah, and you can see one bloom there, which is funny because only one at the moment. So can't wait to see them doing well in near time. Maybe in June, July time they will flower much better. So the tea room is looking pretty, I would say, because the roses make the difference. Because those roses are like, I've got here like 3 different kind of roses. I've got Compassion, I've got Handle, and I've got I think it's Pink Neptune something. and but they all have the same shade of rose pink, and that is why they look like they are all together, but they are 3 different roses. And this one is a volunteer. I don't know how it came, but I think I'll keep it. These ones are my daisy that I sowed from seed, and they're doing well. And yeah, this one is the orangium. I think it's monate something. And look at the bees over there. It's enjoying its blooms. This is a beautiful rose compassion. Look at that, amazing. It has got such a beautiful tint and color to it. And this one also. Another one that I'm really looking forward to is the handle rose, and this is a climbing rose as well. So I'm just looking forward to the time when it climbs all over and the bloom is just beautiful. And my wisterias are doing well as well, and I'm looking forward to another 3 years in time. Hopefully they will bloom. And my hibiscus, I've noticed that they have set up some buds in there, and that is a good sign that this one is happy in this pot, because I was a bit concerned about putting them in a pot because they are a big plant, and I just thought they would be unhappy. So imagine watching the blooms in those 4 corners. So it's gonna look beautiful. And what I've done is I have planted some runner beans. Well, because the wisterias are not gonna be full and covering the whole trellis, so whole canopy. So it's just like why not make them use of the space and grow some runner beans. I might as well have some runner beans, kind of sort of canopy. So let's see what it's gonna look like. And from here the view is exceptionally beautiful, and I love to sit down here and watch the roses, the green grass, where I can relax, and it's like a resting place for me. And yeah, there is, as you can see, I have different rooms, and the rooms are all surrounded by plants, but there should be also a relaxing area where you can rest your eyes, and the green grass does it. And yes, this is how it looks like. And my vegetable patch, or my vegetable areas, are looking like jungle. Well, I have planted some different kinds of edible greens, and of course my marigold plant. And I've noticed the difference in marigolds, and you can see the flowers of my potatoes plant, and I've got some comfrey here, and I've got some Jerusalem artichokes growing in between, and you can see the bees are enjoying the comfrey plants flowers, so which is a good thing. And here I've got my pumpkins tucked in between, and my beetroots are doing well, and my runner beans. So what I have tried to do is grow runner beans on the fence, and the tomatoes are okay on the hanging baskets, and the runner beans are slowly catching up, which is good, because I want them to climb on this wall, so that this whole wall should look like a runner bean wall. So let's see, because last year it didn't happen. Somehow it didn't happen, but this year I'm expecting it'll be better. And my birdhouse gourd plant, yes, and you can see it's cute to see it grabbing into the support system, because I do love birdhouse gourd, and the only time it did good for me was probably 3 years ago, and ever since that I've been struggling to get them back to what it happened. So hopefully this year. And my rhubarbs, I harvested some rhubarb and made some rhubarb crumble, and it was really nice, and waiting for more to be harvested. My potager, yes, I've got all things growing in here, and I've got oregano on the path, so it is pretty. And my white currants are full of blooms, full of fruits, and it's nice. And some potatoes, and I've got some elephant garlic, and I'm gonna keep these seeds to grow my own elephant garlics hopefully that is another thing for near future. And yes, my grapevine is doing very well this year, and there are so many fruit blooms, and they are, I mean, amazing. I mean, I didn't know they will do this good, but let's see, I mean, how it's gonna be nice or tasty. And the blueberries are doing well. And yes, I'm gonna grow some amaranthus. I have grown some amaranthus from seeds, so I'm gonna plant them in this area. So I'm looking forward to it. Exciting project ahead. And the lavenders are about to bloom, so can't wait to share the views. Okay, so this is my potager, and I've got kale, leek, and dill, and all sort of things growing in here. So hopefully in time they will all slowly grow and look beautiful. And those tree spinach are looking so pretty with its pink tint in between, and it just makes the vegetable garden look prettier. And at last but not least, my fountain garden area. Okay, so yes, this is the view from here, and it is the fountain area, a fountain garden area. And I have this is for me a tranquil place, and I have put some evergreens everywhere to make it look nicer. And while I was videoing, I saw some blue-tip birds were flying, so I just stood still and took the videos and managed to, get them in action. Can you see them? They're beautiful birds. I think they are juvenile, and somehow there have been like there has been a visiting, this little visitors. I think they are a family, and they seem to love my fountain garden, and they love to bathe in there, and I see them enjoying drinking from it, and bathing and everything. So it's just so cute. And they are a regular visitor, and I like the fact that they love my garden as well. Can you see them? So pretty. They seem to love it here, and they're such a lovely. You can see how they enjoy swimming on it, and they're really beautiful birds. And it's nice to have these little birds coming in your garden and enjoy the space as much as I'm enjoying myself as well. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful bird. I think that's all for this video for month of May so far, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and hopefully I'll be able to post more videos in near future. Until then, please support my videos, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.